With the release of the Mega Man Legacy Collection Volume 2, we were talking about earlier, it kind of made us wonder what other Legacy collections we want to see. Because, like I mentioned before, Mega Man Volume 1 and 2 are out. We also have Disney Afternoon Collection came out. And Chris, as soon as you heard about this, you're like, we got to talk about this. I've got like millions of ideas for different collections, Legacy collections I really, really want to see. But I'm just going to kick it off just because I know you've got a billion. So I'm going to kick out one of mine here first.
Okay.
We already have the Disney Afternoon Collection, right? Here's what I would like to see if they made a Disney Afternoon Collection 2. All Disney Afternoon Collection, they're all NES games, right? Why don't we bump it up and then do SNES and Genesis games, right? What about Aladdin and Lion King and Mickey's Castle of Illusions and World of Illusions and all these great Disney properties that were on the 16-bit generation? I would absolutely love that. That would be so great. I mean, you can still have the rewind features in there. You can still have all the galleries and everything else. But, like, especially now with them bringing back, you know, we're getting live-action Aladdin, live-action Lion King. All these games, all these movie properties are bringing back. So what better time to bring back these classic SNES and Genesis games than right now?
Dude, I mean, there's no reason. I mean, look, it's a Capcom product.
Right.
Capcom did Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. They did Disney Afternoon Collection. There is no reason, and it's probably already in talks because Capcom did these. And actually, my first one, I actually titled Disney Primetime Collection. And so I'm just going to piggyback right off of you because mine is pretty much the same. The reason I just changed the name to Primetime because all of these games were not part of any of the afternoon lineup. Like the thing about the afternoon lineup was Disney's afternoon lineup, right? DuckTales, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I came home from school. I watched that as part of my life. So I agree. Lion King, definitely, without a question. I agree. Castle of Illusions. I would say that Mickey's Magical Quest 1, 2, and 3.
Sure.
Now, here's the thing. 1 was just Mickey. 1 added Minnie, and 3 added Donald. Now, 3 was never released on the SNES in America. It was only released on the Super Famicom.
Okay.
And then it eventually came to GBA pretty late, so Game Boy Advance. But it's never been on a proper American console.
Okay, because the one I really remember was the one on Sega Genesis. It was Mickey and Donald, and I think it was called World of Illusions. I believe.
On Genesis?
Yeah, it was on Genesis.
No. These are SNES games.
Right.
They're Mickey's Magical Quest. No, so you got Castle of Illusions on Genesis.
Right.
You got Magical Quest on SNES.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, what was that one really good one? That was it was Mickey Mouse, and it was like you went through all the movies. What was that? Mickey Mania. That was another really good Mickey Mouse game.
Oh, I don't know that I played that one.
That was one that had Steamboat Willie, and it had like Jack and the Beanstalk. Cool. Yeah, it was great.
Okay, let me throw this before I give you before we move back to yours.
No, next one's yours, man, because you're piggybacking off mine. We're still technically in mine.
This is mine.
Oh,
This is mine. My first one is another Disney collection. I'm just adding layers to yours. So like I will say Goof Troop.
Oh yeah,
Goof Troop.
Yeah.
I mean, I played a lot of Goof Troop. I loved Goof Troop, the cartoon, and it was a really cool, just kind of puzzle based, isometric view game. Really cool in the SNES. I would say Gargoyles.
Oh,
Gargoyles
yeah.
was really, really cool. It was kind of it wasn't a Metroidvania game, but it had a Castlevania feel because you were a gargoyle, right? So you're Goliath running around. You could. What was cool about that game was it was very vertical because you could climb up all of the because you're a gargoyle. So and that was one of the things they did a lot was climb, and then you could fly for short distances because they have wings. And then I'll say this: there were actually, if you're in the know, there were 2 versions of Aladdin. There was one for the SNES and one for the Genesis.
Right.
And a lot of us growing up didn't have both consoles. So a lot of us, when we, it's funny because this has happened with me personally before, where you're talking with somebody about Aladdin and you're like, I don't think you played Aladdin. It's like, I played Aladdin. This is my favorite part. I'm like, I don't think that happened. And so it would be cool to get both of those games on the collection so that you can experience both Aladdin games.
No.
Of course, the SNES version is by far the best.
Right. Actually, the Genesis version is better. That's what I played. I played on Genesis.
So
It looked. See, the Genesis had more. It had a better. I think it had a better sound card, didn't it?
Whatever.
But the Genesis. Or Genesis version was the best. That's what I played all the games, man. So good.
Whatever. All right, so I think we for once in our life we are both in 100% agreement.
Yes.
We need Disney, whatever it's called,
Collection
Disney Afternoon Collection 2. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Bring it out. Let's do it.
That
all
would
right,
be
you're back
awesome.
to you.
Okay.
Back to you.
Back to me. Okay, the next one I have on my list here. All these games I think have come out on Xbox 360 at one point in time as like arcade games and things like that. But it'd be great to have them all in one collection and, kind of remastered. Like a legacy shooter collection. So it would have Doom and Wolfenstein and Quake and Duke Nukem. Like all those games, that was the foundation for what shooters became today. How amazing would it be if you could go back and play all these games? It would be absolutely amazing. I would love it. I mean, we already got Duke Nukem Remastered. I think it was called World Tour or something. It just came out like this year,
yeah,
I think. But
sure.
if they went back and remastered, Doom 1 and 2 and Wolfenstein and Quake and added them all together and made one awesome package, like one id, shooter package.
Oh, yeah.
Who owns all of it? Does Bethesda own it all now?
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Just have them make this awesome legacy shooter collection.
That'd be cool.
It would be amazing. And I know some of those games don't hold up as well as they used to, but just the history of it is it's awesome. Because I would love kind of like what they did with Disney Afternoon Collection. Give us, original concept art. Give us, there are hidden levels and mods and all that stuff. Put all that stuff in there. How awesome would that be? It'd be so great.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll say this. I'm not a big shooter fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I would like it because I would be able to play some of those games that I miss. I feel like that they're hallmarks of video games that I just don't have an understanding of.
Sure.
Because the first shooter that I can remember playing is GoldenEye on the N64.
Oh, okay.
But then I don't remember getting into shooters until I got Halo on Xbox.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I feel like I've never played, to my knowledge, I've never played Doom. I've never played Quake. I've never played, the original Wolfenstein. None of these games. I do want to say, I think I played, was there a Duke Nukem 64?
Yeah, I think there was actually.
I feel like I played that, but anyways, so anyway, I think that's a great idea. And I do, and again, we're not industry people, but I'm pretty sure that Bethesda owns the rights to all of that library.
I think they do now. Yeah.
So it would be great, man. Just like the birth of the shooter collection. That'd be amazing.
That would be great.
I'd love that.
It's kind of funny. My history of shooters is totally different than yours because I played so many shooters on PC. Even I don't know how or why, but I remember I used to play Wolfenstein like as a kid. We had it on floppy disks. I'm like, I'm way too young to play this game, but I still played Wolfenstein, right? And I remember back when, I think it was Radio Shack. They sold what did they call it? They call it shareware. I remember it was like you could get for free the first episode of Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh, wow.
It'd be like one floppy disk. You'd buy it and you'd pop it in, and if you wanted to get the rest, you'd send in a little, here's the card. You sign it and put the check with it and mail it, and then send you the rest of the disc. It'd be like 12 floppy disks. Pop each one in to load it. It took forever, but I played so many shooters on PC. So all these games I played on PC, but even then, like the original Call of Duty, played all that on PC. And then switching to sticks. So when first-person shooters came to console, I had such a hard time. Like Call of Duty 2, I got it on my 360, right? I had the worst time trying. I'm like, this is so clunky. I'll never get used to this. But now it's hard for me to go back to PC because I've been playing with, sticks for so long now. But okay, man, what do you have for your next legacy collection?
Anytime we do anything like this, I mean, there's really only one answer.
Chrome Squad.
And I couldn't break that trend here.
Sure.
So what I want to see is a Power Rangers Morphing Legacy collection.
There's a lot of bad Power Ranger games. Just saying.
But here's the thing. Listen, I've been playing Disney Afternoon Collection, and there are a lot of bad games on that set.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
Darkwing Duck is almost unplayable.
I don't know. Tailspin is horrible.
Chippendale 1 is okay. Chippendale 2 is not great. Tailspin is a complete joke. So
Tailspin
listen,
it's bad.
It isn't. Yeah, exactly. It's not about them being the best games ever, but it's about just being able to relive this legacy. And dude, I have always been a Power Ranger fan.
Yeah.
And so to get the Power Rangers, here's the collection. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the first game, came out on SNES and Genesis in '94. Then we had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Fighting Edition, both in '95, both on SNES. Then we had Power Rangers Zeo Battle Racers, which was a kart game, which I absolutely want that game. It's so great. And then to close out the collection, they had Power Rangers Zero Full Tilt Battle, which was a fighting pinball game.
Okay.
A fighting pinball game. Come on. So these were all released between '94 and '96. All they were all on SNES except for the pinball game. The pinball game was on PlayStation 1, the first PlayStation.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's the curveball. They were all developed by Natsume, except for the pinball game. The pinball game was made by a developer called Kaz.
Okay.
And so if they did a collection, I don't know that they would be able to get that but that was the last like real console game that they made, because then they moved everything over to handhelds, and then it became just really just like shovelware.
Oh, okay.
But I'm telling you, dude, I played Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie so much.
Now I will say, during that generation, I had a Sega Genesis way longer than I didn't get a Super Nintendo until almost the end of that generation. So yeah. I remember how frustrated I was that on Sega Genesis, there wasn't like that, what do we call it, side-scrolling beat-em-up game. It wasn't on Sega Genesis. All we had was the fighting game. That's all we got. We didn't, and I was like, I wish I had a Super Nintendo so I could play this Power Ranger game. Because just like you, I was a huge Power Ranger fan, and I was so annoyed that it didn't come.
Yeah.
So
and one of us grew up, and one of us is me. So yeah, look, I love Power Rangers as much as I love the Disney Afternoon Collection. Like I would love to have a Power Ranger Legacy Collection. So
I'm gonna kind of bounce off fandom here. If you're doing Power Rangers, I'm gonna say, why don't they make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Legacy Collection?
It on.
You can have all 3 NES games. So you got the original, you got Turtles 2, the arcade game, and the Turtles 3, the Hyperstone Heist, I believe. So you can have all 3 of those in one collection. Add online support. Because
we got Turtles in Time.
2 and 3. Turtles in Time is Super Nintendo. I'm talking about just the NES games. Okay. So you take those 3 games, add online support, which would be awesome. Because we already did get a remastered Turtles in Time last generation. But if you remember, the rights like ran out, and so they pulled it from the store.
Yeah, that's crap.
But it was reshelled. It was a really great game. Loved it. So what if they took all the NES games, add them to the collection, and there's a bonus that also threw in the reshelled Turtles in Time? That would be amazing. Give me a Ninja Turtles collection. I haven't played these games in so long. And
Which was the one where you could get out of the turtle van and swim down? Was that the first one?
That was number 1. Yeah, that's the one where you had to go to the dam, and you had to turn all the bombs off, and there's like the electric seaweed and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
See, so for me, I just like driving around the turtle van. Because I thought the freaking turtle van was so cool. Sure. And so I want a game. I want like a Grand Theft Auto game where I'm a Ninja Turtles and all I have is a turtle van, just running around, shooting people. So one of the things that would be great about Turtle Collection, and even the Power Ranger Collection, which I didn't mention, but the one thing I love about Mega Man is the museum aspect. Sure. So it'd be super cool to get like museum aspect for the turtles and just like the different characters and some like behind the scenes development stuff. Like that stuff would be awesome. Dude, I love Turtles too, man. Okay. I would do Turtles in a heartbeat.
Okay, go ahead and do your next one, and then we'll do one more each and make it kind of quick because we're going kind of long on this one.
Well,
there's just so many good collections we want.
It's fine. You better buckle up because the next 2 are not going to be short.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. So I have I'll go fast with this one. So I have Call of Duty.
Okay.
And so I actually broke it up into 3 collections.
Oh, geez. Wow.
So I have Call of Duty World War Collection.
Okay.
Or the World War Legacy. Mm-hmm. I have Call of Duty the Modern War Legacy, and then I have Call of Duty the Black Ops Legacy. So for the World War Legacy, you get Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 2, the big red one, Call of Duty 3, and World at War.
Oh, okay.
Now, the good thing about this is Activision owns all of these, so it's definitely possible. But Call of Duty 2 was the first Call of Duty that I ever played. I never got to play one because I wasn't a PC gamer. So I would love to have a collection of the World War games, and those are really my favorite.
Yeah,
Modern Warfare, you get Call of Duty 4, so Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Advanced Warfare. So 4 games there.
Not including Ghost or Black Ops. Or...
No. Hang on, bro. I said 3 collections, all right? Collection number 2 is Modern Warfare. That's where Advanced Warfare goes. Call of Duty, the third collection, Call of Duty Black Ops Legacy, comes with Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and Ghost. Now, if you don't remember Ghost, because most people don't, Ghost was all about a covert squad, which would go behind enemy lines, making them perfect for a Black Ops collection.
Now, is that the one with Kevin Spacey?
That's Advanced Warfare.
Oh, okay. Good.
No,
now
Ghost was the one with the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got it.
That nobody liked. Nobody liked Ghost.
Now I will say those collections would be amazing, but knowing that Activision is still selling the remastered collection for like full price and all that, like
they'll never do it.
They'll never do it. It would be amazing, but probably won't happen. Okay, my last one. I'll make it quick here. One thing that I think would be great, which also probably won't happen, but I have great memories of these games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I absolutely adored those games last generation. I actually bought, I think, all of them on my Dreamcast because they kind of remastered them, if you will, and put them on Dreamcast. Recently, they had Tony Hawk 1 Pro Skater. What was it? Robo Moto, whatever their name is. They remastered it. They're the ones that made Tony Hawk, what was the last called? Was it 8 or 9 or whatever one just came out? Or Pro Skater 5, I think is what it was called, right?
Pro Skater 5?
But this would be awesome if they just took the first 4. Like those were I really loved Underground, right? But if you're just going to make a legacy collection, take the first 4 Tony Hawk games, remaster them, all the original music, all the original skaters, all the original parks, throw them up on there. I would adore it because everybody always has that one game they're really, really, really good at. My game was the Tony Hawk series, and that game is long gone, right?
Yeah, which explains a lot because you're not good at anything.
Right, you are hilarious. But I think just for memory's sake, I would love to have a Tony Hawk Legacy collection. But okay, that's it for me. What do you got, man? Last one.
All right, so take a deep breath because we're ending on the most important franchise of all time in any medium. And that's Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars.
So I have broken Star Wars down into 4 legacy collections, all right? We're going to run through them real quick. Here we go. Collection number 1, I'm calling Star Wars The Saga Legacy Collection. Okay? Now, in that collection, you get Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, Super Return of the Jedi, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Episode 1, Jedi Power Battles, Episode 2, The Clone Wars, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Now that's all in one collection.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, some of those games are like 5 megs on.
Still,
on
that's okay. Sorry, just for the same conversation.
Disney Afternoon Collection. Disney Afternoon Collection had 6.
Oh.
So this is 7. It's not unreasonable.
Sure.
And if you're going to do a saga, you should have 1 for each of the movies. You could possibly take out Jedi Power Battles. But I really
enjoyed that game back in the day.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Now, the thing about this is that these games specifically are not really handled by LucasArts. The only one that actually was Jedi Power Battles. You have everything from Sculptured Software to Big 8 Production to The Collective, even Pandemic. Dude, Pandemic made the Episode 2 Clone Wars game. So now, that would be a hard collection to do.
I might be wrong, but didn't the Super Star Wars series come out on PlayStation 4? I thought they remastered it and released them on PS4.
I'm not a PlayStation person. I have no idea.
Okay. I might be wrong. So, for some reason I thought they did. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, collection number 2.
Yes.
Of 4. Star Wars, the Rogue Legacy Collection.
Okay.
Now, the big thing here is most of the games on this list were all developed by Factor 5, so I don't know if that would be possible. But Rogue Squadron. Battle for Naboo, Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Squadron 3, Starfighter, Jedi Starfighter.
And Pod Racer.
No, not yet. Settle down. This is the Rogue Legacy
Well,
Collection.
yeah, but you threw some other
This
ones
is
in
my
there.
list.
Right.
That every one of these are flight simulation games, and you want to put a pod racing
Well, it's a
game in there. That's
vehicle-based
not the way
game. I'm
my-
just saying that
it's
it's
not
just...
the way my collection works.
Okay,
Oh gosh, you're the worst.
sure.
All right, collection number 3, Star Wars: The Jedi Legacy
Okay.
Collection. Okay, Jedi Legacy, which you could actually move Jedi Power Battles to this collection. I kind of went back and forth on it. So
Sure.
you get Jedi Arena. Do you know what Jedi Arena is?
Was that the fighting game?
No, Jedi Arena came out in 1983 on the Atari 2600.
Okay.
And
That's what I didn't
you
know.
you are just a lightsaber. You are a blue lightsaber, and there's the little training droid that's going around trying to zap you, and you gotta deflect it. And it's the stupidest thing ever, but we need to collect it. Okay, so Jedi Arena, Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and Jedi Academy. Now these are actually doable, except for Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy were both Raven Software games. The rest of them were LucasArts, so that it'd be hard to get those from from Raven. All right, last one, 4th, Star Wars: The Expanded Legacy Collection. Now this is a collection of all the stuff that doesn't really fit within the mantras of the others. So you have on the N64 Shadows of the Empire. Oh man,
good game.
I love
that
Star
game.
Wars:
Yeah.
Shadows of the Empire. You have Star Wars on PlayStation, the original PlayStation. You have Star Wars: Masters of the Terrakasi,
That's the fighting game.
the Star Wars fighting game, which was a pile of garbage, but still
Everybody
you get to,
played
like,
it. And everybody owned it just because it was Star Wars.
You get to beat up Darth Vader with Chewbacca,
Right.
always. On PlayStation, Star Wars Demolition.
I do not remember that.
This game was developed by a company called Luxoflux, and they were the company who made Vigilante 8.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Car destruction game, and this was a game where you would pick Star Wars vehicles and characters, and you would go around. It's just Twisted Metal, but for Star Wars.
I think.
And come on,
now that you say that, I think I do remember that. But yeah, go ahead.
The only thing that makes games better is if you just add Star Wars to it.
Right.
So there you go. You would have Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which you play as Jango Fett. You would have Star Wars Republic Commando, which is one of the best Star Wars games ever made. And then we would end it with Episode 1 Racer.
Okay.
4 Star Wars Legacy collections.
That's a lot, man. I mean, it'd be amazing. Absolutely. I mean, they're like dream collections, but yeah.
That's the name of this topic.
I know.
Legacy collections that we want to see,
exactly.
not legacy collections that are realistic.
Okay.
That's a whole nother topic.
Okay. We just kind of wrap this up after Chris's crazy 4-part Star Wars collection. Let us know, guys. Now, what legacy collections do you want to see? What did we miss? I don't think we talked about Did we talk about Mega Man X collection? Oh, you did earlier. That's right. You did.
We did earlier, but yeah, we definitely want Mega Man X.
So, what collection do you guys want to see? What should be brought back and popped into a new generation? Let us know. If you're in the live Mixer chat, just hit us up on there. You can also hit us up on our Facebook community group. Just look up the Xbox Dive. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, little bell button, so you can get notifications on when our new content goes up. And just comment down below. We would absolutely love it. And finally, don't forget you can hit us up on Twitter at the Xbox Dive.